Hey, welcome back to On the Cocktails. Today we're extending our series on how to build your college bar with the Mint Julep. If you're not familiar, please like and subscribe to the channel so we can keep building out content like this. But the How to Build Your College Bar series starts with one bottle, and we're going to teach you a lot of drinks you can make with just one bottle, and then we're going to keep building your collection up one bottle at a time. So today we're working with whiskey. Let's get started. So today we're making the Mint Julep. So you're going to want to grab your whiskey from the first episode. You're going to want to grab some simple syrup, and you're going to want to grab some mint. I've got some mint here from my local grocery store. I've got a julep tin here. These are nice because you can see how cold the drink is by the frost on the walls of the glass, but they are obviously not necessary at all. Grab your julep tin and your jigger, and you're going to get yourself a nice 2-ounce pour of whiskey. Same whiskey as before, pretty subtle, but any whiskey will work here. 2 ounces of whiskey in the mug. So grab your simple syrup. I like to use about a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup in this one because I like my mint juleps a little sweeter. There's not really much else in the way of ingredients here except for a mint garnish, so you really get the taste of the whiskey, and I like mine a little sweeter. Put your 1/2 ounce, quarter to a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup in the jug. Now take your julep tin and fill it about 2/3 of the way up with crushed ice. So I've got my crushed ice here. I'm gonna fill this tin about 2/3 of the way up with crushed ice. Now that you've got your tin about 2/3 of the way full, you can already see the frost forming on the outside. Grab your spoon and mix thoroughly. It's great on a hot day, but probably not my favorite whiskey drink. I'd honestly prefer an old-fashioned because I like the bitters. If you don't have a tin like this and you need something else, an old-fashioned glass works great, but you can also just use whatever you got. Solo glass, solo cup will do the trick. Anything that holds ice and alcohol. Now you're going to want to fill this pretty much all the way the rest of the way up. So you've got a nice little dome of ice on top, just like this. Then grab some mint. You want a healthy garnish on this one because the mint is your flavor here other than your whiskey and your simple syrup. So grab a mint sprig. Give it a little slap. The oils in the mint are actually what gives it its minty flavor. It's not so much the leaves or anything like that. So you just want to give it a little bit of a slap to agitate that. And you've got your mint julep. Now, as I said before, maybe not my favorite drink, but it sure is pretty. The ice can be a little bit of a pain, especially if yours has some big chunks like mine does. But I always like drinking it from both sides, both away from the mint garnish, so you're just getting kind of the whiskey and the sugar taste. But then if you also drink it from right in here, you get all that mint oil in your nose, and it really changes the flavor of the drink. Some things you can do, clearly you can change your whiskey, but you can also change from a simple syrup to, a maple syrup or any really kind of syrup that you want. It'll give you very different flavor profiles because this is basically the simplest drink you can put in a glass. Just mint, simple syrup, and whiskey. As for this one, this whiskey is super mild. You just kind of get the sweet notes of the corn, a little bit of kick because it is 100 proof here, but the ice and the fact that having crushed ice in a dome like this keeps your drink super, super cold makes it very palatable. You don't get the burn of the whiskey at all. It's very good. It's a drink. This one's really just booze. So yeah, we've made our mint julep, and this is another drink that is very, very cheap to make. Very similar cost. You've got your whiskey, your sugar, and then instead of bitters here, you've got some mint. And mint is not very expensive. I think this was $2 or $3 at the grocery store. It can probably make 5 or 6 drinks at least. The whiskey, as we've said, is not very expensive, but pretty high quality. And then simple syrup. So yeah, total cost for this drink is this much, and the total cost so far for the series is this much. Can't say much more about it. So yeah, that's kind of all I have today. I made a mint julep, very easy, 3 ingredients, just like the last one. This one, very easy to make. If you like this content, if you're enjoying this series and you want to see more, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. I needed some more ice for the thumbnail, so I figured I'd show you how to do it. The fun part, a really big wood hammer. Okay, so maybe doing it next to a rotating knife wasn't a great idea.